oh boy, last night was so rough. She woke up at 10 p.m., 2, 4, 6, and 7 o'clock in the morning. I think she's still trying to get her bottom teeth coming in, so that's why she was a little bit fussy. But today we are going to be talking about sleep training and kind of my take on sleep training. And I didn't realize how, I don't want to say controversial sleep training is, but how many different opinions there are on it. And so let's just remember not to judge any mom and follow your instincts, and just know that whatever you do for you and your baby is the right way. So I will just tell you some of the things that I have learned over the years as far as sleep training goes and my take on it. But for now, we are going to get her to take a nap. She's been awake for just over an hour, and I don't want her to get too overly tired, and I think she's ready to sleep. So let's say good night. I take that back. Let's say good morning. Okay, first things first is Millie is 5 months old now, and she still has not rolled over yet. She hasn't rolled over even from her tummy to her back yet. And so I am still swaddling her. I know she's getting close to rolling over, so I'm gonna talk about this little sleep sack that I use. This is a weighted sleep sack by Dreamland. And what I like about it is it has these little Velcro straps in here that I can snuggle her nice and tight, just like she likes it. I feel like it helps her sleep better. I also have a video on how to swaddle a baby. But what's nice about this sleep sack is, as I'm going to transition her from not being swaddled, like very, very soon, these armholes right here snap open like that. And so I can take one arm out and have the other arm swaddled, and then eventually not use that Velcro strap, and she can have both arms out, and she can roll in this as well. So this is from Dreamland Baby, and I will link it down below with a discount code. But I like it because it's weighted and it makes her feel nice and secure. Hey. She's just tired. Okay. Come here. For the most part, she goes to bed really good. If I just lay her down and I walk out and she's awake, she'll fall asleep on her own. And we'll talk more about that. But like I said, just tune in to your baby. She started crying, and so I wanted to pick her up and hold her just one more time. And we'll try this again. It's time for you to go to sleep. You're tired. You didn't sleep good last night. You've been awake for well over an hour, and it's time to sleep. Okay, it's 8:40 right now. I'm not going to set a timer, but I'm just going to kind of see how long it takes her to fall asleep. She just fell asleep in 3 minutes on her own with no rocking, no cuddling. You guys, that is awesome, and that is what we want. So let's talk about sleep training and what it is a little bit. Sleep training is not making your baby sleep solid through the night. Sleep training is more teaching your baby or training your baby's sleep habits, no, skills. Teaching them skills to be able to put themselves to sleep on their own, so that when they wake up from a sleep, like a light sleep, they can get themselves back down into a deep sleep on their own. And the byproduct of teaching them those skills is being able to sleep through the night. So they will slowly start dropping those night wakings as they learn how to do sleep initiation. So the first step is being able to do sleep initiation on their own, just like what Millie just did, which is awesome. Over on Instagram, I follow the Peaceful Sleeper. Her name is Chrissy Lauer. She even has sleep training courses, which are awesome. I've learned so many great things from her. And the one thing that I just love that I held on to was she talked about how you cannot spoil a newborn. And I'm embarrassed to say this. I feel so dumb, but anytime I heard someone say you can't spoil a newborn, I thought in my head, oh, have every gadget, every name brand baby thing there is, products, lots of baby clothes, all of that kind of stuff. No, 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 that's not what they are talking about. They're talking about holding and cuddling and rocking to sleep and doing all the tricks it takes to get your baby to sleep and just snuggling. Like, you can't overdo it. You can't spoil a newborn as far as that goes. I'm not talking about products. And a newborn is like from 0 to like 4 months old. So the first 4 months of Millie's life, like, I really did hold on to that, and I just like would snuggle her to sleep and I wouldn't feel guilty about it. She does recommend that you lay your baby down to sleep awake in the crib at least once a day. So I would do that. I would even do it more than that because Millie was really great about it. But if you have a 0 to 4 month old, try laying them down in the crib or bassinet or wherever awake and see if they can't fall asleep on their own at least once a day. And if it doesn't work, that's okay. You just pick your baby back up, snuggle them. You can baby wear them for naps, whatever it takes to get your baby to sleep. What I focused on the first 4 months before sleep training was at least getting Millie and all of my other babies into a good rhythm, and that was they would sleep, eat, play. Sleep, eat, play. So I would at least try and keep that routine going. So when it comes to training your babies to sleep, the biggest thing you want to keep in mind is that babies' brains are completely wired different than adult brains. With adults, when we get super tired, it's easy for us to fall asleep for the most part. But with babies, if they get overtired, they literally cannot wrap it around their brains to just close their eyes and fall asleep. They get so overworked, and it's really difficult for them to get the good sleep that they need if they are overtired. We will see how long Millie naps today. So it was, what, 8:40 when she went to sleep? My next step, or like my next kind of goal with sleep training, is to lengthen her naps, because her naps have been kind of crap naps. They've been like 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and I want to stretch them to be more like an hour and a half. There's one of two things that you can do. You can either lengthen the wake window in hopes that you don't overtire the baby, or you can shorten the wake window because maybe they're overly tired and that's why they're waking up. So you kind of have to play with it a little bit, and obviously do what works best for you, but this is what I've been doing. I've been following the Peaceful Sleeper, and it's been awesome, and it's helped me so much, and I wish I would have known so much more when I had Emma when she was little. But I need to go get ready. She's napping, so this is the perfect time. She just woke up from a 40-minute nap. I don't think that that was long enough. She woke up mad and crying, and so I'm going to give her 5 or 10 minutes to see if she can put herself back to sleep. If she would have woken up happy, it would have been one thing, but I think either I got her to be too overly tired. If she's overly tired, like I pushed that wake window this morning, I think I should have laid her down earlier to sleep so that she wasn't so overly tired, and maybe she would have slept a little bit longer. It's so hard. It's so hard knowing what to do. It was about 8 minutes that I had her in her crib, and the reason why I left her in a little bit longer than just 5 minutes was because there was variability in her crying. She would cry, and then she would stop, and then she would cry a little bit, and then she'd cry a lot, and then she'd cry a little bit, and then, like, did you see that? She went back to sleep. I knew she would be able to do that. When they had that variability in their crying, and they're like changing levels in their crying, that's them practicing self-soothing. That's the babies learning the skills to put themselves back to sleep, and it worked. Good job, baby girl. I kind of had to laugh at this. So I've had to train my other kids not to go get Millie when they hear her crying. Cooper is, he's the best helper, but he's the worst about going to get her without asking me if it's okay. I had to let Cooper know that Millie's trying to put herself back to sleep. Don't go get her if she's crying. You need to ask mom first. And so if I just jump and get her every time she cries, she wouldn't ever learn to self-soothe herself back to sleep. And you were doing so good to be quiet. Thank you so much. You woke up happy. Look at that. That is an hour and a half nap, and she woke up happy. Stretch those arms. Stretch. Look at that tongue. So I know some people are so strict with their sleep training that they will wake their baby up from a nap, or even in the morning, like from nighttime sleeping at a certain time, so that they can keep on this exact, oh shoot, that's why, oh, No, you're not poopy, that's just wet. Ah, you peed through your jammies. Anyway, some people will wake their babies up so that they can stay on this like perfect schedule, and I'm not like that. Like, I can follow kind of a schedule, but I am not gonna wake my baby up unless they are sleeping like more than 3 hours for a nap, from a nap. Look how cute you are. Look at you. Dry bum bum, we'll go feed ya. What I love about the Peaceful Sleeper is she has it broken down into different methods so that there's a method for everyone. So not everyone is going to want to do the cry it out, and not everyone is going to want to try and get their babies to sleep with no cry at all. So I do the modern cry it out where you lay your baby down and you set a timer for 10 minutes, and if after 10 minutes they're still crying, then you can go in there, let them know that you're here, comfort your baby, and then set another timer for 15 minutes, and then 20 minutes, and then another 20 minutes. I'm not the expert, I'm not gonna be able to cover everything, so I will leave a link down to her course down below. It's really good. Even her Facebook page that you have access to, like, the support over there is so great. All of the moms just like wanting to help each other out and get their babies to sleep is awesome. You're my one-armed baby. She is ready for another nap. And I'm going to try and just leave one arm out and one arm swaddled. So I just unsnapped the edge of her sleep sack. She did it. She fell asleep with only one arm swaddled. That like has never happened. Like very few times has she ever fallen asleep not being swaddled unless I'm holding her. Ah, I love it. You can make her laugh.
Oh, this is you.
There's nothing I love more than to have a sleeping baby in my arms or laying on me in a rocking chair while she sleeps. Like, I absolutely love it. However, I also have 5 kids to take care of, and it is very, very nice to be able to have her fall asleep in a crib without me having to hold her for every one of her naps. It really is a lifesaver. It helps me, it helps the rest of the family, and so I think sleep training is very important, and I will go ahead and end the vlog here with you guys. I will also leave links down in the description below for you guys to check out if you're interested in a little bit more guidance than what I can give you. But I hope you guys maybe learned a thing or two from this video. Thank you for watching, and until the next sleep. That tongue of yours.